All right, greetings, good evening. Mark Dixon here in the Channel 3 First Alert Forecast Center with your Monday night edition of our First Alert Weather Extra. Lots to talk about today. We've got cooler than normal temperatures. We've got some beneficial rain in our First Alert forecast. And of course, we've got the latest on Hurricane Erin, a storm that quickly intensified, of course, over this past weekend. We were expecting it to reach major hurricane status, that's Category 3 or greater, and it clearly surpassed that, rapidly intensifying over the weekend, becoming a Category 5 storm. It has weakened a little bit, but still major. Category 4 will have much more on Erin coming up in just a moment. Otherwise today, temperatures locally on this Monday, a big weather headline, given that they were below average and notably cooler than yesterday. We reached 75 to 80 this afternoon. Absolutely beautiful. Not only cooler than normal, morning clouds gave way to afternoon sunshine and decreasing humidity. So very, very nice all across Connecticut today. And we're expecting more of the same as we head forward in time. So we could use some rain. And here's the latest drought monitor. This gets updated on Thursday. So this is from several days ago, speaking to the growing rainfall deficits leading to abnormally dry conditions throughout southern and coastal Connecticut. So here's a look at the numbers. For the Hartford area, going back to the beginning of the year, we're actually running a surplus of 2.8 inches. But check out Bridgeport, a deficit of over 10.5 inches. So for the month, for meteorological summer, and as well for the year, deficits across the board. So that's why we need some rain. That's why southern coastal Connecticut is in that abnormally dry classification. So First Alert Live Radar on this Monday night continues to scan dry. It will do so through tomorrow, but we do have some rain on the way for Wednesday. Just some scattered clouds overhead currently. Beautiful evening and really region-wide, not a whole lot happening. Showers well down to our south. So we've got temperatures after sunset that have been falling from the 70s into the 60s, and we'll go from the 60s into the 50s. Dew point values, very comfortable, low and mid 50s compared to this time yesterday. We're 10 to 15 degrees cooler, really all across Connecticut. We've had a northeasterly wind that's becoming more easterly right now. Calm in a few spots, otherwise up at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Wind, not a major issue. So below average temperatures will continue. Normal high for this time of year is in the low 80s. We eventually get back to near, if not above average, later this week and over the weekend. But in the meantime, we've got beneficial rain on the way after tomorrow for our hump day. And then, of course, we are monitoring very closely Hurricane Erin. So here is the latest. As of 8 o'clock, the newest update from the National Hurricane Center dropped in wind speed from 140 miles an hour to 130 miles an hour, and pressure has come up just a little bit. It's moving to the northwest at 10. So it's over some very warm water right now. Sea surface temperatures are in the mid 80s, and as the storm moves north, curving away from the east coast, staying to the west of Bermuda, it's going to encounter much cooler water as we move north in latitude. So from where we are now to where we're going to go over the weekend, we're going to see it drop substantially in strength as it passes hundreds of miles offshore from us here in southern New England. So by tomorrow night, down to a Category 3, and then by Thursday, down to a Category 2, and weakening further thereafter as we head into this upcoming weekend. Again, staying east of the Mid-Atlantic to the west of Bermuda. So fortunately, with this particular storm, this hurricane, this tropical system, no direct landfall. Some countries, some islands have been certainly impacted by some rain, from wind, and storm surge, but no, again, landfall with this particular tropical system. So here's the latest on probability with regard to tropical storm force winds. You can see how that bullseye cutting between the East Coast and as well Bermuda, and then by Friday, moving offshore. So with regard to southern New England, and we're speaking specifically to Atlantic-facing coastline, there's going to be perhaps a little bit of a breeze as we head Thursday into Friday, but nothing too impactful. I mean, maybe for the Cape and islands, we could see some wind gusts around 30 miles an hour. Otherwise, not a big deal. Again, the center of the storm is going to pass roughly 300 or more miles offshore from southern New England. So for Atlantic-facing coastline, we are concerned about large swells, rough seas, high surf, rip current concerns. So if you are perhaps heading to a beach in Rhode Island, the Cape, Martha's Vineyard, or Nantucket, a high surf advisory has been posted there for waves 4 to 8 feet. So certainly be mindful of that. And in the realm of tropics, behind Erin, not one, but two disturbances that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring. We've got that orange X, that is one, and then behind that, coming off the coast of Africa, that yellow X. So both of those are moving into areas where they could further develop. So the orange X, as it moves westward toward the Leeward Islands, has a medium chance of further developing. Fernand is the next name on the list after Erin. So a lot of things to watch in the realm of the tropics, and we'll continue to do so. You can as well through our free WFSB First Alert Weather app. You go on there and you just tap the radar section, the map, and you can turn on and off different overlays, and you can see the latest on Erin or any other developments, tracks, and impacts. So right now from Waterbury, we've got 64 degrees, a southeast wind at 7. Great visibility statewide. If you were out earlier today, the sky was nice and blue. No Canadian wildfire smoke, no ground level ozone issues, great air quality. There's our view from New Haven looking at the Pearl Harbor Memorial Bridge. We're good as well. In New London, we're at 65 degrees. So that muggier air has been suppressed to our south and southwest, and that is where it will remain. High pressure is going to keep us dry tomorrow, and then things change a bit on Wednesday. So for tonight, most of the state drops down temperature-wise to between 50 and 55. Some upper 40s are certainly possible across the hill towns of northwest and northeast Connecticut. Those usual cooler spots and First Alert Futurecast showing throughout the course of our Tuesday. Dry weather, but some occasional cloudiness, a blend of sun and clouds. Highs tomorrow into the mid-70s we go. Another cool day, temps running below average by about 5 degrees. So we've got this boundary that's stalled to our south, high pressure tomorrow night. It's going to be up across Maine. So as that slowly moves away, allows this boundary to be drawn northward, and then showers become likely as the little disturbance rides along that boundary throughout our Wednesday. So by Wednesday night, we could here in Connecticut pick up on 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, perhaps upwards of 3/4 of an inch. We'll take whatever we can get given the building deficits and drought situation. And check a dew point trends here. That little uptick Wednesday into Thursday correlates to that wet weather. Just showed you on First Alert Futurecast, and then looking good thereafter. So temps on Wednesday with the likelihood of some rain and those clouds will be held into the lower 70s, even some upper 60s. Thursday will start cloudier, then see increasing sunshine, and temperatures close in on the 80-degree mark. We're on the other side of 80, mid-80s for Friday, mostly sunny. Same goes for Saturday. We expect a little bit of an uptick in humidity on Sunday in advance of a cold front, also a little bit of a breeze out of the southwest before that front moves in. So it's going to be arriving later in the day. There are some timing differences right now. So we're thinking anywhere from late Sunday into early Monday, there's a chance for some showers, perhaps a thunderstorm, and then behind that, turning less humid and cooler yet again. So with regard to our 90-degree tally for the year, over the weekend, we were able to hit 90, so up to 22 days now for the year, just above the annual average by just a little bit. So we will not be adding to this 90-degree tally anytime soon. So we've got mid-80s, so that's a little bit above average by a couple degrees. Friday, Saturday, near normal on Sunday. And look at those overnight lows. Certainly great weather for sleeping with the windows open. Let in that fresh air. Save some money on cooling costs. Weather certainly is going to be cooperating. So rain is something we definitely need, and it's coming in the middle of the week, so shouldn't impact a weekend. And again, that rain late Sunday into early Monday. We'll be fine-tuning the forecast with regard to the timing as we get closer, given some discrepancies right now between our models. But in the near term, below average temps, some beneficial rain on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're not expecting thunderstorms. We're not expecting severe weather. We're not expecting flooding rains, but a beneficial rain with some scattered showers working through the region. All right, that is the latest from here. We'll have much more on Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock over on the Wax, and then Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11. And First Alert Weather Extra here on WFSB Plus. If this is your first time checking us out, we do these long form, deeper dives into our weather weekdays at 8 o'clock in the morning and 9:30 at night, Monday through Friday. All right, take care, and we'll see you over on the Wax at 10 and Channel 3 at 11.